poetry, art, photography, whatever. How many of you guys have been in for years? I've been in band for 6 years. And how many of you guys enjoy it, or even love it with a strong passion? That all you ever do is think and talk about it. How many of you want to pursue it as a dream or career? Now, how many of you guys have been told, let's say by families or friends, that one thing you love, that passion, the thing you always learn, and that's all you ever do, will never help you in life? How are you going to learn something by doing nothing? That's not a real job. That's not what you go to college for. That's what you're going to go to college for. I'm not going to pay for it. I hear that every day. And if you're like me, I bite my tongue instead of theirs. Unless they, of course, ask for an answer or an ass-kicking. Because you see, I have a policy on answers and ass-kicking. If you ask for it, I'm going to have to give it to you. Why I like my craft and why I pursue it, one says, I answer. You're heading for a path of starvation, your idea is ridiculous, you're going nowhere, say that and I kick your ass. But let me first tell you what I do. I don't go out and play as much as most kids do, because I stay in my room or at school practicing my art, because I'm too busy expressing myself straight from the heart. I like this one-track minds for minds that can't find what's been left behind. I don't sleep much since around 6 years ago because of those late nights I stay to learn and say hello, to make statements that could save movements and that could carve in pavements. I don't study so I could be an expert in my field. Kind of ironic. Now let me say what I get. Core classes grades drop to a C minus, while my expressional skills get to an A plus. Ridiculed in streets and hallways, tattooed barcode on my side, get to class with delays, imply connotations with my name such as to be poor, life going nowhere, and a bad life choice maker. Now it's time to tell you why I like the craft. I'm gonna paint the scene so you could see, so don't fade. Dance, drama, music, art, poetry are all 5 different languages, but they come from the same place. They're all connected with bridges, so we each understand each other's conversation, and we can fully appreciate one another. When I see a friend of mine from a different art, I clap and scream for them as if they received the Professional Medal of Honor, because I know what they went through to perform the way we did. We are all artists. We entertain all 5 senses, taste the smells by cooks, vision, painters, dancers, and actors, touched by sculptures, hearing, musicians, and poets. But there's one missing sense I believe they lack to mention, that all of us, in all of our work, invoke, and that is to feel from here. We make people shed tears in Christ never experienced before. We make them mad and we make them laugh. We make them come to an uproar when they hear and they fully appreciate the smallest things we do. We act on different levels, whether to entertain them or to philosophize with them, and we talk to them. We amuse them with our talents we spend long hours stressing on, working on, and maybe even crying on to perfect. So that's why we learn and we appreciate one another from a different art, our form of art, our form of opinion, and form of self. That's why artists could instantly be friends, because we know how it is to spend those weekends, and we know how good it feels to succeed. And it makes it worth it all at the end if even we just have one silhouetted person in the back of a 100 capacity auditorium to stand up and clap. Even though no one in that auditorium can come close to determine how hard it is what you just did. And yet those are the people that make fun of us daily. And it's the burden we carry. But that's why I'm an artist. Our melodies like artifacts are intact yet still intact. And that our memories wrapped in glass shadow with the impact with us. And take notice how I never really mentioned my exact craft, because it doesn't matter, because this goes for every artist out there. So at the last page of an artist's creed, which we all agree, we do what we do in such passion, so we could truly express ourselves in the world of just our own. We ask people, whether a vast amount or we are alone, to understand us, learn